It costs 360,000 ringgit and it looks like a spaceship. But are we ready to pay BMW price for a Hyundai? Let's find out. It may be one of the most expensive MPVs in the country, but it definitely looks like $1 million. The reason why we feel so exotic about the way this car looks is because of the front headlamp design. There are no conventional headlamps. Instead, there is a thin LED strip that runs along the entire car, and the headlamps themselves are housed into two separate pods on either side of the car with a huge mesh grille dominating the front. It is this setup that gives this car a very exotic front look and a very futuristic one too. The headlamps themselves comprise of 8 LEDs on either side, with the signal lamps sitting on the top part which illuminate when you activate them. In contrast, the ICE look tail lamps look conventional in comparison to the front. On the inside, they try to justify the Staria's price tag with lots of lavish materials. Quite a lot of the door panel has been trimmed in Alcantara, and so is the headlining too. And the generously sized 7 seats in the car are exclusively covered with Nappa leather. Hyundai has gone to extreme lengths to emphasize the middle row of the Staria, with a lot of attention given to the 2 pilot seats. The seats are ventilated and they have a cooling system too. There's a leg rest and the headrest can be adjusted as well. Plus, in one touch, you can recline the seat 120 degrees to give you a floating, free-falling sensation. But if you were to be blunt, it still lags behind the Alphard Executive Lounger's experience. It is, however, way more bigger than the Alphard or the Vellfire. In fact, it's bigger than most of the cars that are on the road today, despite being 7-seater SUVs. For reference, those are 18-inch rims. They look like 16-inch on this car. You have a ridiculous amount of space everywhere in this car, right up to the 3rd row. And it's a refined place to hang out. Thanks to the multi-link rear suspension system, you don't feel the crashy ride of a torsion beam or a life axle. Since the engine feels like it's in the car in front of you, there's very good NVH property in the 2nd and 3rd row. But ultimately, central to the whole Staria experience is the sheer size of cabin space this car affords. From here, you can actually see how much of rear legroom you have in the 3rd row. And those are big individuals that are sitting in the middle row. This car has space and lots of it. And that huge space has been covered with expensive material like we mentioned before. The Staria in this trim comes with a Bose stereo sound system and it's pretty good, especially in the middle row. And there are plenty of charging ports around the car. For the center row, there's even 2 cup holders which are neatly hidden in the center console. The interior even has a multicolored mood lighting system, which you can see here. On the road is where you can actually see the difference of the Staria compared to all the other MPVs. It doesn't float and wobble around like an Alphard or a Vellfire. It's pretty grounded. And the ride quality is also pretty good thanks to its multi-link setup in the back. But despite all that massive diesel torque, performance is on the adequate side. That's because of the sheer size and weight of this car, which you really feel when you step on the brake pedal. That's when you know just how big and huge this car is. Despite that, maneuvering it around tight spaces is actually pretty easy thanks to the 360-degree camera. Hyundai, just like their Kia counterpart, are well-engineered cars and it actually shows in the Staria. There are lots of interesting features, plenty of space, wonderful material used around the car. And as a product, it's actually one of the best MPVs you can buy in the market. Hyundai themselves consider this to be a rival for the Alphard and Vellfire. However, most of the cars that are running on Malaysian roads are from the recon market, which puts it at the 200 to 250,000 ringgit mark. But spending 360,000 ringgit for a car that offers space as the biggest advantage and a bit of exterior style does not really make sense. And this is not because it's a Hyundai, because these days Hyundai means a well-made and well-engineered car. What are your thoughts about the Staria? Let us know in the comments and subscribe for more.